Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day today. In today's video, I am going to be doing eye swatches of the new Fenty Beauty Snap shadows. So I did receive all of them in PR. There is, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them all together, and they come with 6 eyeshadows in each of the little palettes. They each retail for $25. You can also purchase 2 for $45, and they will be releasing on December 26th. So on December 26th, I believe that they become available on Sephora.com and Fenty Beauty online and Sephora stores. But I will also be creating eyeshadow looks with each one of the little eyeshadow palettes. But for today's video, I will only be doing the eye swatches just because it's going to be too long of a video if I include all of the tutorials and the swatches in one video. So if you guys are interested in seeing each of the little palettes swatched on the eyes, then just keep on watching. I am gonna zoom you in so we can get started with the eye swatches. Also, if you guys are not familiar with my eye swatch videos, I basically will be swatching every single color on my eyes with no eyeshadow primer, just so that we can see the way that the eyeshadows swatch perform and the true color of the eyeshadows. So I am gonna zoom you in just a little bit more so that you guys can get a better look at the colors. Alright, so I just zoomed you guys in a little bit more, and now that I'm opening them up, I just noticed that they actually, each of them have like a little number. So there's 8 eyeshadow palettes in total, and they are all named by number. So I think the way that I'm going to swatch them is that I'm going to go in order of the way that they have them numbered. So I will start off with like number 1 and then move our way up to number 8. I'm gonna get started with number 1, which is the True Neutrals palette. So here's the first color, and it's a really pretty like off-white color for the lid, for the brow bone. It's really beautiful, and it's swatched beautifully, very opaque. And again, this is without eyeshadow primer, so yeah, it's really pretty. Okay, so this is a really pretty shimmer, especially without eyeshadow primer. It's really pretty, definitely subtle. So I am gonna spray it with a little bit of Fix Plus, and this is usually what I do for all of the shimmers. I first apply them dry, and then I go in with a little bit of Fix Plus, just so that we can see how it looks like with and without. So here it is with a little bit of Fix Plus. And yeah, that made a difference. It definitely makes it look more foiled, which is usually what the Fix Plus does anyway. But okay, let's move on. Okay, that is really pretty. Honestly, I don't even think it needs Fix Plus. I will add a little bit so that you guys can see the difference, but it's a gorgeous color without Fix Plus. And it just makes it, you know, like that foiled eyeshadow look, just like it does with every shimmer. But it's a beautiful shade. And now I'll just add a little bit of Fix Plus. And it definitely does make it pop a little bit more with the Fix Plus. But so far I'm really happy with like every color in this little eyeshadow palette. Alright, now I'm moving on to the last 2 colors, which are both matte. I am so in love with this color. It is such a beautiful like nutmeggy brown color. It's just gorgeous, and I love it so much. So this is the last color in the first palette, and I do feel like this little palette is perfect for every day, just like for quick quick little like you know, everyday makeup looks, or if you're looking for something to even take with you, like to work, to school. It can literally fit in your purse, even in your pocket. And I love the fact that they have a mirror inside of them. I love the colors in this one, and the formula so far feels really nice, really buttery and soft. I love how the mattes are swatching. The shimmers are also swatching really beautifully. So far I have no complaints. But let's go ahead and move on to number 2. Okay, so moving on to number 2, I'm already excited because I see some purples and I love purple. Oh, this one is called Cool Neutrals and it looks like this. Ooh, that's pretty. So blingy. And this is without Fix Plus, without eyeshadow primer. I mean, that's really pretty. Okay, here is the first color and it's gorgeous. Yeah, I don't have anything to say. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's really pretty. Very subtle, but like beautiful. It's just like that muted lilac gray color. I love it. I love colors like this. And the shimmer is just beautiful. And I forgot to put Fix Plus, so let me do that for you guys now. But honestly, it does not need Fix Plus, but I will do a little bit just so that we can see what it looks like. And it definitely does make it stand out more, but I think they're beautiful on their own without Fix Plus, so you really don't need to wet the shimmers at all. So anyway, let's move on. Okay, this is a really pretty silver. It's gorgeous. Again, by itself, I will add a little bit of Fix Plus so we can see the difference. I don't think it needs it. I don't think any of the shimmers need Fix Plus, but I do want to show you guys the difference. I don't think it really made that big of a difference for this one. I guess it does make it a little bit more shimmery, but I feel like it looked really good before as well. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, I am loving this pink. It's very subtle, but it's really pretty, and I like that it's not like super pink, so it's not like so in your face. It's just a very pretty like romantic pink. So let's add a little bit of Fix Plus and see. And yeah, we get more shimmer with a little bit of Fix Plus. I think it looked beautiful before also with less shimmer, so it just depends if you want a more like shimmery foiled eyeshadow look or if you want a more subtle look with your shimmers. But I think they're beautiful both ways. I love this pink. Actually, this looks pretty together, like these two colors. But okay, let's move on. I already know that I'm gonna love this next color because, as I told you guys, I love purple so much. And this is a beautiful purple. Okay, I love this purple so much. It is beautiful, and again, this is how it looks without eyeshadow primer, without Fix Plus. The formula is amazing. So I'm gonna add a little bit of Fix Plus just so that we can see the difference. But they really, I know I said this already like 5 times, but they really do not need Fix Plus. And I'm sorry if I keep like breathing with my mouth. I was sick with a cold and I feel like I'm still congested and it's like hard to breathe through my nose. Okay, and here it is with a little bit of Fix Plus. It does make a difference. It definitely does make it a little bit more shiny, more shimmery. So this is the last color in the second palette, and I so far really like all of the colors. I think this is beautiful. And yeah, let's move on to number 3. Alright, so I'm moving on to number 3, which is the Deep Neutrals palette, and it looks beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful color, perfect for a transition color, even for just an all over lid color. This color is beautiful. Yeah, so far so good. Oh, this is pretty. This is like the perfect warm neutrals, like fall, winter type of little palette. Oh, the shimmer is gorgeous. I don't know if this is like, I don't know if you guys are able to see this on camera, but the shimmer has like little flecks of purple, and when the light hits it, it just looks like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It looks really, really pretty. So this is what it looks like on a dry brush. Let me go in with a little bit of Fix Plus. Oh my god, I love this shimmer so much. Yeah, I'm sold. I think so far this is my favorite. This is beautiful, beautiful. It looks even pretty just like on the lid, like without anything else. I love both of these colors. Okay, let's move on. So this is the last shimmer in this palette. Let's apply a little bit of Fix Plus. I'm running out of it. Yeah, I love it. I love it with the Fix Plus. It looked pretty before also, but this one I definitely prefer with the Fix Plus. It just looks, yeah, like more rich in texture and just, I don't know, I love it. They swatch so nice. Like honestly, this formula is amazing. Just super buttery, opaque. I mean, I have no patches anywhere. It just goes on so even. And again, this is without primer, so imagine what it's gonna look like with a little bit of primer. Yeah, beautiful. This is a really beautiful color also. Yeah, beautiful warm like burgundy brown. And let me do the last one on this side. This is the last color in this palette. So far I am in love with every single palette. I think the colors are beautiful, and the formula so far has not disappointed. So anyway, let me take these off and let's move on to number 4, because we still have 5 more to go. All right, so moving on to 4, which is really pretty. This one is called Rose. All right, so starting off with the first one from Rose, which again, it looks like it's gonna be the lightest color from the palette. And yep, this is just a really pretty, like barely there matte pink. Perfect for just the lid like this, even your brow bone, transition color. Yeah, it's a really pretty color. So let's move on to the next one, which is another matte. Okay, so here is this color. I really like it. Reminds me of like a raspberry, but it's gorgeous. I love both of these so far. Let's move on. So let's add a little bit of Fix Plus and see. You can definitely see that it has like pink shimmer in there. So it is a really pretty color. And again, this is another one that I do prefer with the Fix Plus. So let's move on to the next one, which is another shimmer. Ooh, this is pretty. Okay, here is this color, and it is a really pretty color, but let me put a little bit of Fix Plus so we can see what it would look like with Fix Plus. It's really gorgeous though, like really pretty. Yeah, beautiful. And I do prefer this one with the Fix Plus as well. Okay, this is a really pretty matte brown, but even though it's brown, you can definitely see how it has like those undertones that would go really really well with the pinks in this palette. So I love that. And now let's do the last one, which is, it looks like it has a lot of glitter. Let's see if it's a glitter. Oh, this glitter formula is amazing. Wow, look at that. Okay, I love this. Oh, I wish they would have added one of these textures in every single palette. It's so pretty. Look at how blingy that looks. Anyway, let's move on to number 5. Okay, moving on to numero 5, and number 5 is Peach. Okay, here we go, going in with the first shimmer, and I can already tell I like it because it's just giving me a lot of shimmer right now. It's weird because in the pan it looks peachy, but when you put it on the eyelid it looks more of like a yellow orangey pink peachy, but more yellow. That made no sense. Okay, let's apply a little bit of Fix Plus and let's see if it makes a difference. Okay, so here it is with the Fix Plus. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful. And I think this is definitely a shimmer that I would also prefer with the Fix Plus. I don't know, maybe I prefer all my shimmers with Fix Plus from now on, but I don't know. It's really pretty with and without the Fix Plus. All right, moving on to the next shimmer. It's like a mustardy. I don't think I have a color that looks like this actually. It reminds me of a sweater that I wanted to buy today. It's really pretty. It's like gold, but just more on the orange side. Ooh, I love this. I love this so much. Yeah, beautiful. That's without Fix Plus. Let's put a little bit of Fix Plus. Okay, and there it is with the Fix Plus. Of course, it makes it look like a foiled eyeshadow and definitely just makes it a little bit more blingy. But yeah, I like it both ways. And do you guys see now that I'm facing this way, the light reflecting off of this one, it now looks pink like it does in the pan. But if I go like this, it looks yellow. Pink. Yellow. Huh, very interesting. Okay, let's move on. And it is really pretty. Very, very pretty. It's like a orangey, but like more on the brown side type of shimmer. Really pretty. And let's put a little bit of Fix Plus. And there it goes with the Fix Plus. Of course, it really just makes it look like that foiled eyeshadow, really makes it stand out. And I feel like it actually made it a bit more orangey than what it looked like before. Before I feel like it looked a little bit more brown. With the Fix Plus, it does bring out like the orange tones in the color. But yeah, very pretty color. Okay, we have 3 left from this palette. They are all matte. So here is the first one, and this is definitely the lightest matte from this palette. And we could probably use this one as a lid, transition color to help us blend. Very, very pretty peachy like transition color. Very pretty. Okay, this is also a pretty light matte. Actually, all of these colors are. There's not like a dark like crease color, but that's okay because I feel like you can still create really pretty soft looks with the palette. This is a really pretty color. They're definitely staying with the theme. And let's do the last matte from the palette. Okay, and then this last color is definitely more of like a true peach color. Very, very pretty. You know it's getting late when my eyelashes start to fall apart and my makeup starts to just look like crap. Anyway, this is the last two colors from number 5. Ooh, okay, moving on to 6. I don't know what any of them look like except for the first one that I showed you guys, which I think was number 7. But anyway, I didn't know what any of the other ones looked like before, so this one took me by surprise, and it's like smoky. Okay, this one is number 6. It's actually called Smoky. Very clever. Okay, let's dig in. I am excited. I love me a smoky palette. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the first. Oh, this brush is wet. Can't do that. Okay, going in with the first color, which is the matte black. Okay, here is that first color, and it is a beautiful matte black, just very opaque. It's swatched beautifully. Yeah, it's really pretty. So let's move on to the next one. I love it. This as a transition color with the black for like a smoky eye, perfect combination. Yeah, beautiful colors. So let's move on. Okay, this is pretty. It's like a really pretty shimmer. It's not like, it's nothing special. I wanted it to be a little bit more on the silver side, but it is pretty. Let me add a little bit of Fix Plus. So here it is with the Fix Plus. It's definitely pretty. I do wish it was a little bit more silver just to go with the theme of the palette. But anyway, moving on. Look at that. So pretty. This is beautiful. I do wish they would have added one of these formula slash textures to every single one of the eyeshadow palettes. Like I said before, they are so beautiful. Just look at that. So blingy and just perfect. I love this formula so much. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, this is actually a really pretty color that I am pleasantly surprised by. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it is really pretty. And I'm gonna put on a little bit of Fix Plus so we can see what it looks like. It did make a slight difference, where it did make it a little bit more shiny, but I think I actually liked it better before without the Fix Plus. Okay, we have one last color, and that is a matte. Okay, so here is the last color, and I actually really like this one. And let's move on. So anyway, number 7 is called Cadet, and I gotta say, out of all of them, this is probably the most interesting so far. Anyway, let's get to swatching. Okay, this one is really pretty. Let me put a little bit of Fix Plus and let's see. Okay, I don't think I recommend Fix Plus with this one. I don't know if you guys can see, and the formula of this shimmer is definitely different than all the other ones. It's more of like a creamy texture, and when I apply the Fix Plus, it just turns kind of like milky. I mean, I'm sure that the more I play with it, like if I keep patting it, it'll be fine. Yeah, see, it's starting to look better, but it's definitely a different like formula. It feels, I don't know. And even when you apply it without the Fix Plus on the brush, it grabs it in chunks. It's like that chunky shimmer formula that's like creamy. Yeah, it's like a chunky creamy shimmer type of formula. But yeah, the color itself is really pretty. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is a beautiful matte, like a forest green color. It's pulling more gray on camera, but in person it's actually like an army green, not a forest green. Yeah, it's like a very cool toned dark green. And so far all of the formulas have been amazing. Okay, let's go to the next one. So this one is really nice actually. I didn't think it was going to be as vibrant. I thought it was going to be a little bit more like mustardy yellow, like a little bit more muted. But it is like a little bit brighter, and honestly I don't think I mind. Okay, moving on to the last one. This shimmer is really pretty, and even though there is only 2 shimmers in the palette, I do feel like this one kind of ties the palette together. Yeah, I really like it. Let me put a little bit of Fix Plus so we can see what this one would look like. It just gives it that foiled eyeshadow look, which is really pretty, but honestly I like it. This one in particular I like without the Fix Plus better. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, so we're up to number 8, which is called Castella Frost. Oh, it's all shimmers. Ooh, okay. This is going to be fun. This is a really pretty baby blue. Purple and baby blue are 2 of my favorite colors. And this is a very pretty blue. And let me move on to the next one, which is the green. I'm gonna apply a little bit of Fix Plus to both so that you guys can see the difference with and without, but again, definitely does not need it because they just look beautiful. And there is the blue with the Fix Plus. I don't think it made that big of a difference. And then here is the green with the Fix Plus, and I feel like it made them both look a little bit more shimmery, but again, they're beautiful with or without the Fix Plus. So anyway, let's move on. Going in with the next 2 colors from this palette. Okay, here is the yellow. Really pretty shimmer. I like it. Now the next one is a pink. I can kind of see that there's like a blue undertone to this one. It's really pretty. I love it. So I'm gonna take a little bit of Fix Plus to both of these so we can see the difference. And that's what it looks like with the Fix Plus. It made it a little bit more shimmery, but not like a huge difference. It looked really nice before also, but I can see where it added a little bit more shimmer. And now I'm just gonna add a little bit of Fix Plus to the yellow one. And here is this one with some Fix Plus, and I don't know, I don't think it made like a huge difference, but yeah, they're both beautiful, again, with or without the Fix Plus. And we're down to the last 2. So here is this really pretty purple. Okay, and here is the last color. Okay, and here is the last color from that palette. I will apply Fix Plus to both so that you guys can see the difference. Yeah, it definitely made it more of a foiled eyeshadow, And then let's see the purple. So the Fix Plus definitely made them more shimmery, more foiled, more wet looking. That sounds weird, but again, I think they were beautiful without the Fix Plus and beautiful with the Fix Plus, so it's total personal preference. But I'm gonna take this off and I will be right back to give you guys my final thoughts. So even though I love all of the palettes, I do have a few that I would consider like my favorites and that I would recommend to you guys, and then I have a few that I could leave or take. Let me know what you think about them down below. What was your favorite palette? I am overall extremely happy with the formula of the eyeshadows, the way they swatched. They were all very opaque. The shimmers went on beautifully, the mattes went on beautifully, like there was no patches whatsoever, and the shimmers were beautiful. And I loved the glitter formula so much. I wish that they would have put one glitter in each one of the eyeshadow palettes, because that glitter formula is just perfect. And I have to say though, my favorites I would say are, like, if I had to pick two, I would do number 1 and number 6, or if you like more of like a deeper neutral, then I would do number 3 for daytime and number 6 for nighttime. Number 1, especially for like an everyday palette, I think number 1 is great. Number 6, because who doesn't love a smoky eye, especially for nighttime? Like they have the 2 for $45 special, so these two, one for daytime, one for nighttime, bang, good to go. I also loved the purple one just because I love purple. And then this one, I loved this one just because of the warm colors in it. The shimmers in it are beautiful, but also I also loved the pink just because it's fun. I love the glitter in the pink, and I love the glitter in the smoky eye set. So these were my favorite. And then the 3 that I didn't like so much, and it's not that I didn't like them so much, but if I had to recommend a few palettes to you guys, those 5 would be like my top picks. Then these 3, like, not so much. So I feel like this one, because it is all shimmers and you wouldn't be able to create a full eyeshadow look with this one. But if you love the colors and you have other eyeshadow palettes with the at home that you can pair it with, then definitely go for it, because the shimmers in this one are definitely just gorgeous. And this one, I feel like I probably would not use a lot of these colors, even though I do feel like they are beautiful colors. I just don't know if I would grab or use these colors, like the color combination. But I do love the color story and I love the colors. So for someone that likes these types of colors and eyeshadow looks, I think it's a great palette. But for me, I'm probably not gonna be reaching for it too much. And then the other one would be this one. I think it's a cute palette. I think it's perfect for very, very subtle looks. So even though I do like the color story and I like the colors in it, I feel like for me there's just not enough dimension with the mattes where I can create, you know, like some dimension in the crease. Just I just feel like this is very, very, very subtle. So it would be perfect for that person that likes very subtle looks. It's not like my first choice that I would recommend to you guys. And if I was to grab a palette like this one, it would be like on a day where I'm running out of time and I only have like 5 or 10 minutes to get ready and I want to apply a little bit of shadow, then maybe I would go for something like this. So for me, definitely these 3 are my least favorite, and the other 5 were the ones that I loved the most. But you let me know what you think down below. I'm gonna get going because I am exhausted. I will be creating looks with all of the eyeshadow palettes in the next couple of videos to come, probably within a week or so. It's a little bit crazy right now because of the holidays, but I will try to upload the tutorials with these little palettes as soon as possible. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Don't forget that you can follow us all over social social media, especially on Instagram, where I do post a lot of things that you will not get to see here. It is at GlitterBeauties, the same way that is spelled right here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.